going on, everybody? Today we got a special delivery from my buddy Melanie over at EDC Fidget. Definitely check out her page. She's got reviews coming in all the time. We're gonna go through this box here, and I'm gonna tell you, I already went through it. I always like to kind of get a feel for a fidget before I review it. It can be a little awkward at times. I like to get a little feel for it so that I can properly review it. So we got 3 different packages here. Let's start with this guy. I gotta be honest, I don't know the name of this one, but good Lord, look at the size of this thing. That is a serious fidget. Not for the faint of heart. Look at the size of that. Oh my God, I just pinched my hand. So it's also dangerous. I gotta be honest, she was curious what I'd think about this one because I'm really big into the kind of smaller CP3 or CP Nano kind of fidgets because they can kind of discreetly fit in my pocket and I can use them. But I mean, I like the grip on this. At least you can really get a hold of it, and it's got 2 different really decent spinners. Oh, look at that. When you close it, it becomes a clicker. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be my first choice out of the box to play with when I'm sitting there watching a movie or something like that, but it's still interesting enough. It's kind of a cool feature right there. It comes with like a little extra top. I'll have to get the name on that one, and if you got a question or you're interested in it, let me know. I can provide the name to you. This one's chock full of little guys here. Let's take a look. Look at that. Whoa. So we've got 2 shields. We got the Arrow shield, or Error shield, the 090. You got the Magnus Toad, and then the Rampart. So let's take a look at these. Let's start with the shield. This is about as basic as it gets. It's curved, so you're not doing any tricks or anything like that. It's strictly up and down, which isn't the worst thing, but it's not the best by any means. It's okay. The air is a different material, so you get a little different sound there. But essentially, pretty basic slider, and the magnets are not particularly strong either. So you're not going to get, that's going to happen to you a lot, I think, using this one. Nope. Thank you, Melanie, for sending those along so I could avoid a purchase of those. The Magnus Toad, this is one of the Grail level sliders that people are always talking about, between Magnus and Compiform, Modus Works. So this is a stainless steel Toad with brass plate inserts, trackless slider. I got kind of sticky hands right now, sweaty. That's really nice. Yeah. Nice strong magnets, which allow you to get you know, some different kind of tricks in there. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Magnus Toad. They're a little pricier just because they are higher end. They're all handmade. I mean, it's really awesome. Very cool, the Toad. And I love this pattern on the front. They're like little pyramids. It's hard to see. It's like an ASMR aspect to it. But it really lends itself to, you know, it's a good grip. You get an awesome grip on that. That's a good one. Definitely good. Sure worth the price. This one, I'm not going to use a knife, but I did think ahead. Took out one of the kids' Legos, Lego separators. This is the Rampart. It's a quieter snap to it. But you've got these two pieces. I guess when you don't want to use that, you clip one back in. When you're ready to click, you take one out. You're good to go. Little spot for a lanyard there. And then it's a kind of a double slider. So you get that side and you get that. And when I saw videos of this one being reviewed before, I thought there is no way I'm gonna like pushing up and then having this bar in the way and having to go around it and then push it back down. I thought for sure I was going to dislike this one, and I really don't. That is kind of it's like, you know, it's secure in there with this bar there, so you can really go wild. That's kind of fun. That is not half bad. Rampart. Oh, it's number 196. That's kind of neat. So you uncover that when you push that out. Yeah. There you go. Couple of sliders. Here we got some extra bearings and whatnot. I don't know if those are for these necessarily. Those are for whatever product was in here before. All right. Very cool bunch of sliders. All right. And lastly, the 3D printed stuff and a little spinner. Now, I went ahead, I'll put it back on maybe, but this one right here had a lanyard spot, but as a sandwich slider, it's a little hard to have that lanyard in the middle, so I think it was kind of in the way. My opinion, I'll put it back on later. First, let's start with spinners. I'm not usually a spinner guy, but that's probably the best spinner I've encountered before. And that just shows how little I mess with spinners, but that's pretty cool. This must be like an aluminum base or something like that. It's very lightweight. You can barely feel it when it's spinning. And I bet if I let that go, you're gonna see that thing spin for maybe 2-3 minutes or something like that. I mean, it's a pretty pretty good spinner. This little guy, it's just got a magnetic surface, so it's not single magnets underneath, but just one magnet that's super light. This is not worth the 4 cents it probably cost to make. I'm sure it was less than that, but you know, it's a 3D printed one. That would have been a worthy excuse before I found this one. This is, I believe, the Frag. Although the Frag on there, on not eBay, Etsy, that I've seen, doesn't have this lanyard hole. So I'm not sure if this is the Frag or even a knockoff of the Frag, but this is a 3D printed sandwich slider. It's got an interesting texture on it. Kind of a scratchy texture. I'm going to be honest, fidgets are all subjective. Take my reviews with a grain of salt, but I am all about I love when there's a great audible reaction to a strong feeling. This, for a 3D printed product, it is strong magnets, and listen to that sound. That is so unique. I have not heard another slider with that sound. Out of that entire box, this one caught my attention the most and was with me on the couch almost immediately after receiving the package. It's just incredible. I did not expect this one at all. I've kind of looked down on the 3D printed stuff because, you know, I want something to feel a little more high end in my hand. And this thing has no weight at all. But oh my God. I love that sound. If it just had like a really good weight or feel in my hand, this would be like my #1 fidget. And I'm usually a tracked slider person is what I like, because I like kind of a mindless fidget where I can just up and down, up and down, up and down. This is trackless, so it can go anywhere. You can go that way, you can go up, you can twirl it around. I mean, kind of infinite possibilities, but usually when I'm just like watching TV, I want something that I don't have to think about. But this would be like my #1 slider if it had this sound, this strength of magnet, and like a good weight to it and a prettier design. This is really cool. I think the Frag is on sale right now. You can get it for like 15 bucks. I would get on Etsy right now and buy one of these for sure. Super interesting. Did not expect that. Thank you again to Melanie, EDC Fidget, I should say, for this awesome selection to try out. It was really so interesting getting to check these out. Thank you so much. If you guys are looking for the fidget out of this bunch to check out, definitely the Frag on Etsy, 100%. if you've got the money, go on Magnus's site, get yourself a toad, get yourself, he's got several different variations that you can get, and you can add a little sandwich slider in between, which I think would really make this thing awesome. That extra little piece in the middle would be so cool to make it this, you know, a 3-layer experience. So I think I'll probably invest in a sandwich as well. And then the rampart, unexpected. Also enjoyed that. Don't worry about the shields. I don't even know where that thing came from, but if you see something that looks like this, save your money. Spinner's really cool. And then this thing is a beast. If you are into the heavy duty items you could also murder somebody with or cut yourself with. Intense. All right, that's it. Thank you so much, guys.